All right, everyone, so it is time for another budget meal, and this falls under the $5 meal, and actually it falls under the probably the $3 to $4 meal because this is one inexpensive meal to make, and it's good, and you can get quite a bit of servings out of this. So this was a go-to for my mom when we were growing up. Basically, it's fideo. If you've never heard of fideo, it's a pasta, and it's a very thin pasta. This bag, the brand is Moderna, and you can find these in the Hispanic section at Walmart. They have different types of pastas like alphabets, shells, things like that. This is a 7-ounce bag, but it makes a lot. And this bag is like 48 cents at Walmart. And yeah, if you've never checked out the pastas in the Hispanic section at Walmart, go there first and you'll be surprised at the pricing. And all you got to do is brown this in some oil. My mom made this all the time when we were growing up, so that's how I know to use it. So we got one bag of fideo, one can of corn, and I normally use three small cans of tomato sauce, the little 8-ounce cans, but what I have is one 15-ounce and one 8-ounce, so that's pretty much the same. It's 1 ounce short, but I use tomato sauce, and then I'll throw some water in it, but I'll show you all that when I cook it. But again, this is one of the most budget-friendliest meals you can make. It's good. Glenn and I usually have 2 good servings when I make this. And so, yeah, let's go to the stovetop and get this made. Alright, so I've got my pan here on the stovetop. I put some oil in there. Use whatever oil you have. I've got canola oil. And I'm just going to wait for this to heat up, and then we're going to brown up our fideo noodles. Alright everyone, so I've already put the noodles in the oil. Just wait till your oil heats up, and I'm just browning them right now. And once they're browned, you're going to add in your corn and your tomato sauce and water. Okay, so you can see the noodles are browning. And it actually brings out the smell of the fideo noodles as well. And the more they brown, the actual more flavor they have. So there's no specified amount of oil to put in there. Just at the bottom of your pan is covered, that you can cover all the noodles in the oil. And the heat is up to you. I have mine on a medium heat. And once I put everything in, mix it up and cover it, then I turn it down to about 2, which is almost the low heat. And just like any other pasta noodle, they'll expand. Alright, so now they're nice and brown now. Now we're going to add in our corn and tomato sauce and water. First we're going to do the tomato sauce. And I just filled up the big can of tomato sauce with water. And now we're going to add in the corn. And this is a meal you can add anything to. At times when my mom made this, sometimes she would just make it like this. Sometimes she would put potatoes, like diced potatoes, and sometimes with ground beef. But this was mainly the way she made it. Depending if we had money for meat or whatever. Yes, that's Blackie in the background. But yeah, just stir it all up, and we're gonna cover this up, and I'm gonna turn the temperature down to about 2, and then just wait for the noodles to get done, and we'll be ready to eat. All right, so you see this is thickened up, and this is the way we like it. So how my mom used to do it, I don't know how much tomato sauce she added, but she added more water than tomato sauce. So hers was much more like a more soupier type thing. This is more thick. And you can see by the servings, we each have, most of the time, 2 servings in one sitting. So this is going to be for our lunch. You can easily feed 4 people off of this, and it's still going to be a good serving. So like I said, you can add anything you want. I'm going to let it cook a little bit more. I don't think they're quite done yet, but I just wanted to show you that, and we'll be back when we're plated. All right, everyone, so there is our bowl of fideo, and there's plenty left for more people if you had more people, but it's just 2 of us, so it's plenty left for leftovers. All right, so another budget-friendly meal, and stay tuned for the next one. All right, everyone, so I am going to make myself lunch right now, and I'm going to make myself chicken quesadillas using canned chicken. So the only thing I've ever used canned chicken for are chicken patties, but there's so much you can do with this canned chicken, so I'm going to use it for the first time in chicken quesadillas, and that's what I'm going to have for my lunch today. So I've got flour tortillas, my cheese, and my chicken. All right, and I might even cut up an avocado to go with it, but that's what I'm having for lunch today. And we received this from the pantry, so just using some pantry items, food pantry items. And this cheese actually also from the pantry. We've received a lot of cheese from the pantry, so I'm going to use this stuff up. All right, so let's get to making some chicken quesadillas. Don't worry, the griddle wasn't on. You probably figured that out. I love cooking on this griddle, if I haven't said that before, which I'm sure I have. Alright, so we're going to start making this quesadilla. I'm going to throw some cheese on there. Oops. Just using up the last of one bag. It's kind of clumpy. Now I'll throw this stuff on here. And now I'm just going to throw some of that chicken on there. Taking it directly from the can. Alright, I'm just going to throw a little bit of cheese over that. And throw my other tortilla on. I love quesadillas, breakfast quesadillas, chicken quesadillas. So yeah, I thought I'd try this canned chicken in a quesadilla. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I was going to put butter on the griddle before I started making my quesadilla, but butter burns everything really fast. So, and it stinks. So I just, plenty of times I did these quesadillas without butter and they turn out just fine. Alright everyone, so here is my chicken quesadilla lunch with an avocado, a little bit of sour cream, and this is my budget meal for today's lunch.